All
Go
right,
on, learn.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
It's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com, 636-600-0188. What?
No, not you.
Okay. Hey, can you? I put some music in the Crap On folder. Can you play this while I do what I'm about ready to do? Because
Okay.
I have a eulogy for
Oh, okay,
Hall
yeah.
of Famer.
Ready?
Yes. WWE Hall of Famer superstar Billy Graham has died.
Hey, you remember this guy?
Yeah, he talked a lot about the Bible.
No.
Not that Billy
He's
Graham.
old school, when I was watching wrestler.
He was 79. It was announced on Monday that he'd been in the ICU for 3 weeks as a result of various health issues. His family told TMZ that he died Wednesday after being taken off life support. His wife and daughter were by his side when he passed. Billy Graham, whose real name was Eldridge Wayne Coleman, what a great name, started out as a bodybuilder in the 60s, became a wrestler in the late 60s, made his debut with the WWF in 75. He mentored many wrestling stars like Hulk Hogan, Scott Steiner, Ric Flair, and Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man. Birth name or pseudonym? You want something to happen to your kid? Name him Billy Graham. Because I swear, there's 15 of the most famous people of the last century were
Billy Graham.
Billy Grahams. I mean, wasn't there a promoter on the West Coast? Remember, the promoter, right? And there's some giant promoter. You would know this.
Bill Graham.
Bill Graham. Okay, so there's Bill Graham.
Wow.
Then there's the evangelist Billy Graham. And then there's this guy Billy Graham. I bet you there's
A
four
lot of
others.
Bill Graham.
Probably
Bill Graham, I
invented some.
believe, is the guy that the Fillmore West. I believe that was his
Venue
out in, is that San Francisco?
Yeah, the dude set up. Wasn't he responsible for some of the festivals?
Responsible for
Wow.
Well, and
a
wasn't there
lot of the early.
Yeah, he's a part of rock and roll
one of the
history.
more famous concert promoters.
But
Wasn't he also an artist for posters, like all those 60s concert posters,
something
too?
Something like that. So tell me more about this wrestler guy. I don't remember this guy.
So had it not been for him, I mean, we might not have had Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? He kind of set these people up to
Because
be.
they even kind of look similar.
Yeah, he was in 2004. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And as far as the health issues, he had many things going on. He'd lost 45 pounds while suffering from congestive heart failure, diabetes, hearing loss, and a significant infection in his ears and skull. His kidneys were also failing, so his end of life was not good.
Oh, my goodness, you're right. This guy is an early Hulk Hogan. Look how ripped that guy is. He's more ripped than Hulk Hogan ever was.
Yeah, I remember him when I used to watch wrestling as a little kid.
Best
Holy
handlebar
smokes.
mustache that's ever existed was on Billy Graham.
Yeah, that's who Hulk got his stuff from.
Yeah, and look, he did the bleached handlebar with the dark hair in between, which was Hulk when he went to the dark side or with the bad guys.
So Bill Graham, the concert promoter, he's a Fillmore, and he's responsible for putting on shows with Janis Joplin and the Grateful Dead and Jefferson Airplane.
There you go.
That whole San Francisco Haight-Ashbury scene.
Oh wow, he does look so cool, Billy Graham. Oh man, dude, that dude is.
Oh no, that was badass.
I mean, he makes me want to watch wrestling right now just looking at his face.
He's
There
rad.
you go. His legend will live on. Alec Baldwin is a grandfather. His daughter Ireland has given birth to her first child with boyfriend Andre Allen Agnoy. And the model broke the news on Instagram, posting a photo of the family. Under it, Alec Baldwin just said, "Amazing." So congratulations to him. Rachel Bilson has revealed that since she was on a friend's podcast, where this story was out a couple weeks ago, she was just being open and honest about what she likes within making love and having sex. She said she loves to be manhandled in bed, and now she is losing endorsement deals. She wouldn't name the company, but said, "This is the first time it's ever happened to me in my professional life. A job got taken away from me because I was speaking candidly and openly about sex in a humorous way on our friend's podcast. I basically got the job that I already had pulled out from me because I was open about what I like about sex." So
what did she lose a job?
she was on a podcast. They were talking about, they're just having a candid conversation, just as we would do on this show.
But what job did she lose?
She didn't say the brand.
Oh, okay.
Endorsements.
Yeah.
Oh, endorsements.
Endorsements. Anyway, she said she's, "I'm a single mom. I need these jobs. Everything counts."
What show was she on? Like,
Wasn't it the OC?
Was she the OC?
Well, and she did these Magnum, I'll never forget, because Tim's in love with Rachel Bilson. She used to do these ice cream Magnum ice cream bars, which are delicious. and she'd be eating the bar kind of sexually, honestly. Like, so hopefully it wasn't Magnum that dropped her because that wouldn't make any damn sense. But yeah, she's a gorgeous lady. And you know what? I appreciate that she was open about it because it was kind of like, you think of Rachel Bilson, she kind of seems like a woman who's a little bit more classy than most. And I like that she was like honest about, she likes to be manhandled.
Yeah,
in bed.
I wonder. That seems pretty vanilla to me.
Yeah, and
Same.
her mother is a sex therapist. So,
Right.
so says
Wow.
this thing.
So there you go. So she's probably, it's very natural at her house to be like open about
Right.
particulars.
Bummer.
Anyway, bummer. Jimmy Buffett ended up in the hospital due to an unspecified medical issue. Had to cancel his show in South Carolina as a result. He says, quote, "Growing old is not for sissies, I promise you." Any parrot heads in the room?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Margaritaville. I know. I know people are really, really into him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like really into him.
I like a lot of his combo stuff. The one with Alan Jackson and Zach Brown Band. Like those songs are awesome.
Classic.
Cheeseburger in Paradise is the other one, right? That's the
Yep,
other big
that's
song.
The other
Yep.
big one.
I mean, he's a feel good, I don't wear shoes kind of guy, right?
Yeah. He's Sammy Hagar. He's what Sammy Hagar wants to be.
He looks like Larry David's brother. Does he? God, Larry David and Jimmy Buffett side by side, they brothers.
Bring it out. That's great. Garth Brooks.
Oh man. dude.
Look at that.
Yeah, like
That's
this.
very
thi-
true.
Yeah, this is the guy that was kicked out at 16 out of the David household.
Yeah,
He was like,
went
you know
on
what?
to do good.
Screw you, mom.
Wow.
Call me Jimmy Buffett.
I'm going to be a musician. Changing my name from Jimmy David to Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. Garth Brooks told Kelly Clarkson about the time that he accidentally showered with Steven Tyler. Happened in 2008. They were both performing at Shea Stadium before it was torn down. And he was in the player's shower, had soap in his eyes, when he noticed that Steven Tyler was there too.
I don't believe this story.
I don't believe this story.
Say it again.
Like, okay, let me
then
break it down.
I'll have
I
the
don't
story
believe
next
this.
week.
I don't believe this story. And Moon was there.
Yeah.
All of a
Yeah, yeah.
sudden, Moon was. So
Yeah.
Garth Brooks is in the bowels of a stadium,
Yes.
taking a shower
Yes.
after a show.
Okay.
Okay,
This is what year?
this is 2008.
The year they tore Shea Stadium down, they did a whole bunch of last shows at Shea Stadium.
Yeah. This was like filmed. This was like on TV or something, right?
I know Billy Joel did a big thing. Yeah, it was a big deal.
Okay, I remember the name.
Oh, it's a big deal.
And
Garth Brooks is in, I'm guessing, a communal shower.
okay, so the guy that everyone spread story after story about how as soon as the show's over, he flew in a helicopter back to his house. Didn't matter where it was. Is in a communal shower at Shea Stadium.
No, Garth is telling the
Garth
story.
is telling the story, by the way. This isn't
a rumor.
This is
He's
not an
telling-
anecdote from somebody. This is Garth Brooks telling the
Okay,
story.
let me
All
hear it out.
Why don't you
Let
back
me hear
up
it
a
out.
minute?
He is the
Back
king.
up. Garth Brooks is talking to Kelly Clarkson. It's 2008. It's Shea Stadium. Bowels of Shea Stadium. He's got soap in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, he gets the soap out of his eyes. Now Steven Tyler's in the shower with him. Your thoughts?
This is pretty sweet so far. What's the next chapter?
He
What
doesn't
else
go
is
on.
happening?
I don't buy it. Next thing you know, he's in a car chase with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. High speed. It lasted 17 hours.
That was the end of the story?
Yeah,
But isn't it-
What do you
isn't it-
mean? He admitted that he showered with Steven Tyler.
Isn't it only in the movies where you have the soap in your eyes and you can't see anything? And
Yeah.
Who gets soap in their eyes like that?
So yeah,
Right.
so he just popped in.
Popped in. He was lathering up as well.
What's so that was a part of the story?
Yeah,
now,
they're in the shower
Now Steven
together.
Tyler is lathering.
Yes. They're showering together.
Okay, so it's like a locker room shower.
Yeah, it's a place to play.
I'm imagining like we're making eye contact, but like we're not facing each other. If you know what I'm saying.
Hey, he didn't give the specifics on what was
Well,
seen.
Stevens had room for one more.
Yeah.
But I would also, when you imagine that someone like Garth Brooks has security right outside his
Of course.
shower.
But so
Yeah,
does
yeah.
Steven. Like they probably think
Yeah,
these two are on the same level, so we're not going to make Steven leave.
I think his security would address that someone's coming in the shower.
I would not let any of them leave. I mean, I would not make any of either of those guys.
You're
leave.
telling me that when you go on tour and you're on festival dates, that you aren't like in a communal space, like with other bands, like in the
Sure.
showers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You've seen the crew showers back in
Yeah,
the
I
amphitheater.
have one platinum record. He has 15 diamond records.
But, yeah,
But
this
so does Aerosmith.
yeah, they get things shut down for them. Like,
Both of them do, though.
both of them do.
So they're on
It's
an equal
I
level.
don't buy it.
Okay, Garth is telling his own story.
Hey,
I'm not-
if Garth says it, it happened.
Yep, it's canon.
So knock it off.
And finally, about a year and a half ago, Walt Disney World introduced Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, which was a special hotel experience that offered guests and nerds the chance to feel like they were really living in a spaceship.
Yeah, remember we saw like I remember when they first opened this, like here was a video of what the experience is supposed to be like.
Yeah, and it looked
It
amazing.
looked amazing.
But then the reviews came out
It was very expensive.
next to the prices, and it was ooh. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
loaded,
Yeah.
if you're loaded, it's great.
They charged about $6,000 for a family of 4 to stay there for just 2 nights. Okay, and there was criticism because this hotel did not have views of the outside world. Obviously, it was screened and it looked like you were in a different planet. Well, it's all over because Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel Experience is closing. The last guests climbed aboard in September, so it's over.
It's
Oh,
over.
I was planning on going.
The last ones came in September. They haven't been able to book it since.
No, I think they just closed it down. They were like September and then done.
So this coming September, that's it.
It says with the last guests climbing aboard in September. So
Oh,
it's
in
coming
the-
in September.
I see.
So it is
September
booked.
now.
I
It
was
is
like,
booked. Sorry.
damn, dude.
Yeah, and then that's it. Yeah, well,
That's it.
that's it.
Man,
Never got a
celebrities.
chance.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and you said that you would take us.
Yeah, remember you promised.
How
I was
dare you.
promised.
But you
Real
also
cool.
said,
I said
or
late
cash
September,
equivalent.
October we'll go.
Can I get the cash equivalent?
Yeah, you said we could get the cash
No.
equivalent if we couldn't go, so I appreciate that.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Sam Smith is 31. Shooter Jennings, that's Waylon's son, he's 44. Kevin Garnett, NBA stud, former NBA stud, 47. Jenny Berggren, you're the lead singer trivia guy.
Jenny Berggren. Is it a 90s band?
51, lead singer of Ace of Base.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Bill Lambier, 66. Phil Rudd. Phil Rudd?
AC/DC drummer.
That's right. Well, from 75 to 83, and then from 94 to 2015.
And he had some criminal issues.
Yeah, he had to be on house arrest for a couple of years. Phil's might have murdered somebody.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yes, he was arrested for drug possession and trying to have someone murdered. He was replaced by Chris Slade, who replaced Rudd when he was fired in 83 after getting into a fight with Malcolm Young. Phil Rudd is 69. Archie Manning, 74. Grace Jones, that is the old-school supermodel and singer who played Zula in Conan the Destroyer and the Bond villain Mayday in A View to Kill. Grace Jones is 75. And Pete Townsend,
From The Who.
the man, 78 years old.
Is he still on the sex offender list?
No, he's not, is he? For what?
Oh, do you know that story?
Is this the one where he was like he was
He was-
investigating porn or something like that?
He was caught on child porn sites, and he said he was only investigating.
But didn't they clear him of that?
Yeah.
Didn't they find that they had cleared him?
I believe he still had to register it as a sex offender.
I don't know about that, man. I thought that was.
Look it up.
First of all, I thought that was a Roger thing, and secondly, I thought it was something.
How
where,
dare you
Where it was
think that was Roger Daltrey?
where it was legitimately like some sort of.
No, I believe he had to go on the sex offender list.
Well, let's be sure.
Hey,
Hang on.
you want to put money on it?
No, because I mean, if he had to before he was cleared, I'm not giving you money.
But isn't he still able to tour and all that?
Yeah, he may have been on it for a certain amount of time.
That was 20 years ago when he got arrested.
Like he put his
what
credit card
happened?
information and everything.
Let's see.
He used a credit card to access this site offering images of child sexual abuse. He did not download any of the images,
Right.
but accepted a police caution. Townsend said he wanted to show how banks were complicit in the industry of
Okay,
this.
yeah. And what about the sex offender list?
I'm not seeing that come up now.
Looks like you owe me $20. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, he said, like, his argument was he put the card in there to see if banks were complicit. And turns out they are, because his card got approved. But they said he never downloaded anything.
The police have unconditionally accepted that these were my motives in looking at the site, and there was no other nefarious purpose. As
Okay,
a
here
result,
we go.
They've decided not to charge me. Blah, 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 blah.
London's Metro Police have taken the precaution of placing the rocker on a national register of sex offenders for paying to access a child pornography site in 1999. Boom, you owe me $20.
I don't think we ever bet.
Today's-
Man, that sucks. That sucks. I got a different story.
But he said that it saved his life because I guess when they were going through everything at his house, he decided to finally go and get a colonoscopy and found out he had cancer. So
Okay,
it
well,
saved
I'm
his
just
life.
saying. I'm just saying he was cleared of charges, but he was put on a list. He was put on the National Sex Offender Registry list.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Here we go. Porno birthday, being brought to you by Patricia's,
What
where
a
fun and
segue.
fantasy meet. Is Proxy Page, and today's birthday girl has been in 260 fine films, including Bad Apples 2. She was in Boobapalooza. It's Big, It's Black, It's Jack. She was in the Mother-Daughter Exchange Club 13, My New Black Stepdaddy 2, Slumber Party Sluts, We Want to Gangbang the Babysitter 5, which leads us into our next film, Wet and Messy. And who can forget a role? I believe this is Scott's favorite. In 2010's White Bitch Sandwich 3.
White Bitch Sandwich 3.
It's really good. It's so cool.
You don't need to see the first two. You can just get
You
right
just
into
get
the...
right. Oh, good. I
Yeah,
love a
just-
sequel like that.
Proxy Page is 34 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, guys, let's all calm down.